Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's TTR Friday. And of course, the best way to start your weekend with a bit of football chat and a good bit of banter. We are as a foursome tonight. It's been a while, but Billy is sort of getting back to health, slowly climbing Mount Everest. Sam is soberish. Alex is on the booze as well tonight, so God knows what's going to come out of his mouth. But welcome, everybody. And first of all, the usual, if you do enjoy the show, hit the thumbs up, guys. I cannot stipulate how important those likes are for us to be in the search results on YouTube when people are looking for Newcastle United and football content. And also, if you're new and you like what you see, please do subscribe. We are now on the way to 33,300. We're over the 200, so we're heading towards 33.3. And so on and so on. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show in the future. And of course, you can support the channel in the usual two ways. First of all, by membership, which is the join button underneath the four of us, and super chat, which is the live, the $sign underneath the live chat. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Trying to make it more spicy on a Friday night.
Sounds like a phone-in page, Paul. Steady
thanks
on,
very
steady
much,
on.
Sam. Of course, I mean, how do you know about that? Anyway, you will get your comments guaranteed to be read out on the show if you do make a super chat. So thank you very much in advance. Good evening, my fellow colleagues.
Good evening, and good evening to all you beautiful people out there in Viewerland.
Hey! Nobody does it better, do they? Nobody does it better. Peter Alderson says, hi, Paul. Liz Basilbrush got the Bruno shirt today. That's my Christmas present. Excellent. Yeah, I sent the prizes out earlier in the week, so everybody should be getting them or have them by now, whoever was the latest winners. I think there was one Bruno shirt wasn't claimed. I didn't get an email for one of the Bruno shirts. So
I forgot to send you the email. Sorry, Paul.
You did, mate. Yeah. So if that isn't claimed over the weekend, we're going to do some more giveaways next week, because next Monday night, guys, we're going to have a Q&A. And that is Sam's idea, by the way, Alex, before you shout at me, because I know you're a little bit funny. Yes, it was. I have got the WhatsApp message from you, Sam, so don't you dare. So yeah, we're going to do a Q&A. So it's basically get to know your hosts, talk, ask questions about football and stuff, or within reason, so some questions, and then obviously get to know us a little bit better, especially because last time we did one was ages ago, and our subscription has gone up
markedly.
Yes, thousands and
not
thousands.
quite as much as John Sinclair's, but it's definitely gone up.
Yes, but I mean, why would you mention that, Alex?
No, everybody, no.
Strange what money can do.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just strange what money can do. Anyway, let's move swiftly on.
And before we do, can I request that all mods are present for that show, please? Please, mods.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Sam, you're a mod yourself. You can.
You're a mod yourself. You can make sure that the the chat is flowing nice. Listen, we've done them plenty of times before, and they've been excellent. To be fair, they've been really good. Next Monday or this Monday? Next Monday. This Monday, Tom. But it's next week. It's only Friday. Why are you, Tom? Seriously, sometimes his ADHD or what is it? I don't know. Is what's the word I'm looking for?
You. Is it Y or U?
I don't know. Alex, where did you get your soundproofing panels from? Says Ben.
It's just off Amazon. I mean, I didn't even know if they'd be any good. They're okay. I need some more of them, to be fair. But they're like 12 quid off Amazon with sticky back panels. But you have to soak them in water and make them grow first. They're a bit weird.
No, you should
like
have
those dinosaur sponges. We can get them in like your Christmas stocking.
Them in, they're not plants, Alex, but I do know what you mean because I've got some in
here.
No,
you have to soak them in warm water so that they expand, and then you dry them out so they're bigger when you stick them on the wall.
Cut out some small fishes and stick them on so it looks like you've got an aquarium behind you.
I mean, I've got some stuff, but it's not ready to go on the wall yet. I don't know why, but I've got 2 NUFC calendars from this year which I've not opened yet. So I've only got 1 month left next month, which is a bit annoying.
How small
I don't
does
know
Alex
who's December?
them calendars, by the way?
Also got. I mean, I probably won't put that on the wall, but I've got loads of stuff I need to put up. Who's December?
I've threw a few bags against the wall before.
Gordon.
Mr. Trey, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday night.
Work in progress.
Way.
He
And
loves
we're
the
off.
shackles being loosened, absolutely.
Don't talk about shackles. Don't set them off again.
Trevor says it's still this Monday, Paul. Next Monday we play with...
Well, this Monday coming next. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Can we just give a date to like
The Monday after this weekend.
Ambiguity. Yes.
3 days time, people. 3 days,
18.
72 hours, okay? Jesus
18th
bloody
of the 11th,
Christ.
2024 at 1900 p.m.
Yeah.
GMT,
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
if we're lucky.
Yes. LG says, just rub it. It grows. Jimmy's with us. Everyone get on Blue Sky. Sensible Toon talk without trolls, ads, bots, and OnlyFans whores. Yeah, I've heard about Blue Sky. I think a couple of us have signed up to that. So Toon Review will be signing up to it as well. Apparently, it's the new big thing.
There are trolls on it, though. The trolls all signed up for it as well.
Yeah, but I think it's better moderated if something happens. So, it's...
the bots are really boring. Like if I see, especially for what I like to look at with all the scout reports and coaching reports, when I click on a post, I used to be able to see lots of other people commenting interesting things and learn, and now it's just all spam, which is boring because I don't really get any
Alex,
other opinions.
Do you know how rock and roll that comment sounded right there? I mean, it just
that is my life. It is in the little gaps and spaces with no work and stuff. I just look at football data and information. That's what I do.
Why you are so valuable to the channel, and we absolutely love what you deliver for us. Thank you. Alex.
For example, just as we went live, thank you very much, Sam. Just as we went live, Paul Pogba is now available to be signed on a free transfer.
I couldn't give a shit, Alex, to be honest. I don't want him in Newcastle.
It's an interesting conversation.
It's not. No, but
it's worth a look because he's a fantastic footballer.
KB, thank you for your super chat. There's no comment there, but thank you very much.
You've missed one.
I haven't missed one, Alex.
Sam, you've missed one. You have.
No, I haven't missed a super chat.
I
was coming on to Joe's in a minute. Joe's been a member for 5 months. That's not a super chat, Sam.
No, you have missed one.
I haven't.
I'm pretty sure, that you have.
Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I am in the section now called Starred, where it puts all the super chats and all of the members' recognitions.
Don't worry, it's okay. I love it when I'm right. So just let me find it. You carry on talking, and I'll find
you're not
it.
Right. You're thinking of Joe Wilkinson's member for 5 months thing that came up in green.
Yeah, can we read it?
Right. So apologise to me because it wasn't a super chat.
Can we read it?
No, you said it was a super chat. You said I'm always right. You are wrong. Joe Wilkinson,
you're
thank you for
splitting pubes. Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. We've been following Joe's progress on our course on the Lasses channel, so I'm really excited about this one. Congratulations.
She's out of control, lads. She's away already. Anyway, thank you, Joe, for being a member for 5 months. Much appreciated. Just to let everyone know, I finally completed my first aid training. I now have a level 3 in pediatric first aid.
Brilliant.
That's superb. Well done, Joe. We're very proud of you. Even though Sam tries to interrupt me from actually saying it. Mick J says, evening team, better late than never. Hope everybody's well. Sam, you looking forward to Sunday?
She's absolutely buzzing. I'm so excited. If you don't have your tickets already, please support the Lasses. It's £8 a ticket. Great family day out. The Lasses are playing Southampton at St. James's Park for £8. It's just absolutely class, and we want to start breaking some records for the championship. It's our first season here in the league. I think we can do it easily, so it's going to be absolutely phenomenal as a day. If you see me and Aaron there, please do come and say hi. Very excited about the day.
Mr. Gallant is with us, guys.
Paul,
Paul, you are without a doubt the new Elon Musk. Your visionary is unbelievable. The amount of companies you're going to start within the next 10 years is incredible. I couldn't keep up with you, and I don't think anybody could. But if you're trying to be the next social media guru, yeah, good luck.
I think you're wasting yourself. It might be Chippers. Chippers will love
it's not
Gallant.
Chippers. It's Gallant.
Is it really?
It is Mr. Gallant.
Mr. Gallant, yes.
Yes.
Not only is he a social media guru, he's also a rock and roll star.
Apparently so, yes.
And a horse whisperer. At least it's else then.
Yes. How is Benji, Paul? How is he? How is he? KB says a very big thanks, guys. Got my book today. Well pleased. You were very welcome. Glad you got it okay. Pogba can go and do one. Don't want that twat at the Toon. Wacky says Stato's got time off from the night watch on the wall in the north.
The Night's Watch. I'm afraid I'm married. They don't allow them in the Night's Watch. It's a Game of Thrones reference, Paul.
A game of what? Bones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
the Game of Bones, that's a different DVD that someone's lent you. Not the same thing.
No, Billy was talking.
Don't
Billy
be mean to it. I've not mentioned
Don't be borrowing Billy's.
No. Billy
VCR
told me to
collection.
watch that before we commentated on the game.
No. It was shaving Ryan's privates. I mean,
All right.
saving Ryan.
Yes. Okay. It was one of the two. Jamie McKeown, thank you for being a member for 2 months. I love the banter, but I love how Lady Sam winds you up, Paul. TTR forever. She doesn't wind me up. She's just like an annoying little sister. Well, yes, but that's because I see you as an annoying little sister.
Oh, it's cute. Nice.
Who, you know, I'm sure me, Alex, and Billy all feel the same. We would protect you at all cost. You are a treasure to the channel.
Absolutely.
I think she can look after herself, to be fair.
Well,
I can. I look after all of you. I'm like Scrappy Doo. I'm like the one. In
Scrappy
front,
Doo
like,
is definitely what I call you, because you are without a doubt an annoying little shit. But we love you. Anyway, is Gallant coming on the live tonight? Oh dear, Martin.
He might do.
I mean, the link will be in the top of the description, guys.
Look at that James Bond villain laugh there by Alex. Yeah. Jamie says, where is Alexander when you need him? Sam would be quite Hans yellow heart red. I suppose that's supposed to be an emoji, but it's given it in words instead.
I enjoyed that.
Mike says, yes, go support the lasses at the Cathedral on the Hill. Mark says, promote Paul's merch. It's a must-have on the catwalk this season.
Yeah, Wilder's mask and skis to match. Only £5,000.
What is Sam Lass's YouTube channel, please? Went to the Bristol game last week, as that's me, closest team to me in Devon. It's on this channel, man. It's a Tuesday night. It is a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on the Toon Review. It's called the War Lasses Show with Sam and Aaron. It's part of the Toon Review family. It's a show that Sam has taken on her annoying shoulders and is taking it to new heights.
Label someone's shoulders as annoying.
I don't know. I really don't know.
He had really annoying shoulders.
Yeah, just put that on me park bench when I die. Canny lass, annoying shoulders.
Canny lass, but annoying shoulders.
Yeah, do check it out.
Jesus.
8 p.m. It is absolutely part of the Toon Review family. We've got Aaron Embleton, ex-Lioness, on there, so you get my fan reaction and Aaron's expertise. What could be better? Great community. Come along.
Interesting, Chippers.
Chippers.
Private messages are available, Chippers.
Well, they're not, mate, unless they're in the green room.
No, I mean, he could privately message Paul about buying some Paul Gallant thongs. He doesn't have to openly ask him in the comment section.
I don't think the Mankini's available yet, Chippers. Sorry, mate.
Still being Billy would be first in the queue for that.
They don't do my size, unfortunately. I'll be coming free at both sides with them, I think.
Oh, shit. I got such a visual.
Oh, my God. Not a visual.
Sorry, Sam. I'll turn the WhatsApp conversation off.
Not as visual as what Sam got when Ian Bell was on the show in his bath. So he's in the chat tonight. Hopefully not in the bath. I mean, did you ever recover from that, Sam?
No, I am still shaken to my very core. It will stay within the fibers of my soul for eternity.
Do you know what it is? Paul says by the time May comes around, things will be built online. I read that as thongs will be built online. He's building everything else online.
Martin's comment below, that's quite interesting.
Gallant launching.
I've seen them. They've got pictures of Paul Gallant on them, and it stops you wanting to have sex, and therefore no need for condoms.
You don't want to poke a few holes in that plan.
It's all the wrong notes at the voice.
Sorry, did Alex just make a rude joke there? I think he did.
He did.
Oh my goodness me!
Don't know what you're talking about.
I am shocked by that.
Sassy.
Truls says hammer and thongs has a new meaning these days. Well, I mean,
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Behave. Jilly says, "Oh my God, thanks, Paul. You just put me off my tea." How am I getting the blame? It was Billy and Alex.
That is funny. You do always get the blame for our antics.
Well, obviously, it's just the same, isn't it? That the host gets the blame, despite the antics of Billy and Alex and Sam's annoying shoulders. It's just the way it is, really.
I am curious though as to whether Paul Gallant's new. So, are these songs about the news, or is that a typo? It wouldn't surprise me either way, but I'm not sure.
Paul, if you're going to call them songs, mate, just call them stories.
Stories?
Well, they're not songs. I mean, I'm being nice. I'm trying to be nice. Paul, you need to get in touch with a music teacher.
A shrink. Sorry, just come out.
Clearly, Billy. Clearly. Paige says, I always look forward to Friday nights as I have this show to come on to. Listen, I dread it, right? I'll start to dread TTR Friday now because I know Sam's probably almost had many bottles of Chardonnay. Or
what does the Oh my God, she's dual wielding glasses. There's champagne and red wine. What is wrong with you?
Nothing can go wrong there.
What's the Geordie lass? Come on.
Nothing can go wrong there, can it?
No.
That's the poshest piss up I've ever seen. Dual wielding wine.
Yeah. I'm taking it sensibly tonight with me Pepsi Max. And I don't tend to drink.
Since that bottle of brew.
Right, David.
Oh, Billy and Litton, don't remind me of that bottle of brown. That was a
Sam wasn't here then. Sam, did you hear about that? Did you remember that?
Oh, that was a bad mistake.
So a couple of years ago, this was before we signed Nick Pope. Actually, this was on the transfer show where we reviewed Nick Pope potentially signing for Newcastle.
The exact second
I remember it. I remember
context, Paul. Shut it.
Context, and he'd never had a Nuki Brown, so because I think I was drinking him that summer.
No, it was my birthday. It was my birthday.
It was your birthday.
Yeah, he had a bottle of Brune, yeah.
And we told him he had to try at least one in his life. Being, you can't be a Geordie and not have tried a Nuki Brown ale. Absolutely. And he drank it like a bottle of water on a hot day, and on stream, and it was quite interesting. And we'll try and find it.
Please do. Please do.
I'm sure Susan could find it somewhere.
No, she can't. It's been actually, I think I deleted it because it just promoted brown. It promoted being what alcohol can do to destroy your inner soul. Because that's what it did to me.
Don't drink it like it's water. That probably.
Well, it was about 110 degrees in here at the time when I drank it, and it just drank it too fast. And I left this studio a very different man to the one I walked in.
I mean, Paul, you're a huge ex-ice hockey player.
He's a huge lightweight. That's what he is.
Oh dear.
Listen, you fantastic twats, right? I used to be able to drink, okay? In my hockey days, I was drinking, and I just tend to not drink a lot anymore because it does things to my head, which I already have things
handle a bottle of Brune, man. Shut up.
Oh, I know Tom doesn't like it because it's brewed in Yorkshire.
Yeah,
I always forget about that.
Tom's very angry about that. That it's now
good for you, Tom.
It's brewed elsewhere. Anyway, let's do our first segment of the night, shall we, guys? And it is this one. Who are we shaming this week, Stato?
The FA?
Oh,
Question mark.
okay.
I mean, it's just a carry on from yesterday. I'm rather bored of Lee Castley being sort of some kind of purgatory interim manager. I don't get it. It's slightly off topic because it's England, not Newcastle, but still, we've got some players who play in black and white in the team with Tino, Lewis Hall, and Anthony Gordon, and I'm just a bit bored of it. I feel like there needs to be a bit more direction because at the moment, Lee Carsley's just kind of. It would appear that he's just calling players up for auditions and trying things out, which I get it. That's cool, fine. But we want to be one of those sort of nations winning major tournaments consistently. Like we've done this huge kind of project and plan over the last sort of 10 or 15 years to try and catch up to what Germany and Spain were doing. And we're messing around with an interim manager for a huge period of time when we've got Thomas Tuchel just waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
And I'm just a bit bored of it. It's a bit silly. And you've got sort of Rico Lewis starting games at left back when you've got Lewis Hall. And for anybody who didn't watch England last night, Lewis Hall was absolutely fantastic at left back for England. He played no differently to what he does in the black and white shirt. He was the same kind of mature, calm, cool, collected, really, really good technical ability, just awareness, defensive reading of the game as well. I'm just really bored of Lee Carsley. Just get rid of him. Bring in Thomas Tuchel. What are we doing? Like, for the sake of it, for the sake of what? The amount of money that these people have got, if it's going to cost us a couple of extra million, just do it and get the right manager in, because you're going to pump billions in over periods of years, aren't you? So it's just ridiculous. Just sort it out and get the right manager in. It's just stupid. Yeah, Julie J just said Tuchel starts in January. That's ages away. Ages.
I think Carsley won the lottery. He won the
in.
lottery last night. He won the lottery because had all those players that were meant to be in the squad been in it, there's no way I've 30 players that side. Absolutely no way. I would have had the same problems with Foden and people getting in people's way all the time.
Yeah.
And the fact he had players out and he had to put the players in looked fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good performance. I thought it was much better. So again, we have the commentary on Sunday when we'll take on the Republic of Ireland. Hopefully, Lewis Hall gets a start.
Well, Hall should start, and hopefully Livramento, should also start unless he plays Kwanzaa at right back. He's got to start.
Thank you for that, Alex. And by the way, whoever burgled Joe Linton's house, you should, it's pointless actually saying out to them they should be ashamed of themselves, because they're not. They're just the lowest scum of the earth. It doesn't matter whether it's Joe Linton's house or Betty next door. It doesn't, I don't have a Betty next door, but you know what I mean. It doesn't matter. If you burgle somebody's house, you are the scum of the earth. You're intruding on their property, pinching things that you can't be asked to go out there and try and earn some money towards buying. You just think it's okay to go and steal people's property, whether it be footballers or in any walk of life. You are really scum of the earth. Absolute scum. And I'm not going to give any more time to it, because they'll probably love the sort of advertising. I guess they're getting the publicity. I hope you get caught, and I hope you go down for a long time. But knowing this justice system, I don't think so. You'll probably.
I think the players need some help now. I think it's beyond. Beyond the standard process.
Yeah,
like these are public heroes like they were back in the day, and they need some protection. Whether the PIF steps in, whether it's the club, whether it's the local police, you need some kind of surveillance on them, because they're high profile. Everybody knows where they live, and everybody knows when they're away.
Yeah,
they don't get the privacy that a lot of normal people can. Not a lot of standard.
Joe Linton goes away, but his family don't necessarily go with him on international.
Well, exactly that, and this is the problem. A lot of people like us can hide things. We can switch off our social media. People don't know necessarily that we've gone. So I appreciate that people shouldn't get special treatment because they're famous, but if this is putting lives at risk and families in danger, whether it's the Northumbria police, whether it's the club, or whether it's PIF, somebody needs to do something security-wise for all of the players. Whether it's the lasses or the men's team, the staff, People need some moderate
It's going to
protection.
come to the
It
point
needs
where they
to be
actually
better than
put
that.
security on people's on the players' houses, and you know what it is. It may not be a bad idea. I'm sure the club can afford to do that anyway, but something's got to be done because you know the police. It's difficult for the police because we know that the police, you know, have a very difficult job in the first instance, i.e., they've got nothing to protect themselves, you know, and they're very on demand at the moment. Or
we need more police, Paul. Simple
we
and
need more
straightforward as
police,
that.
yeah, and but they're not coming through, and it's causing all sorts of problems. And it obviously it's for a lot other people high up in than me to sort of.
Well,
sort
I
out.
personally think PIF should just get involved and just pay
Yeah.
a security agency to just make sure there's, you know, video surveillance and they've got a panic button on demand for everybody to do with the club, and they can get an instant response and just have everybody safe.
Or just let
For the amount of
PIF
money that they've got, they could just get involved in that.
let PIF deal with the burglars.
It's not that they should have to deal with that, because they shouldn't. Our country should be better equipped.
Well,
but
we
it's
know
not.
that. It's just
so.
not, is it? No, it's just not. Anyway, let's see what this one brings tonight.
Oh my God! What is that?
Sweeter than molasses. She got gliss on my wrist like a maverick. She a rich little bitch with some baggage.
Come on then, Sam. Who is it this week?
Buckle up, it's a full moon and I'm tanked. So what an intro. What a self-intro. I apologize.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But generally I do have two gripes, if that's all right. But from what you've just been talking about, the Joe Linton break-in, it's absolutely appalling that we are letting public figures being threat in this way. And I can imagine that there's some folks out there be like, well, he's got enough money to take care of his own security. I don't doubt for a second that he is taking multiple measures to protect his family. But you're absolutely right. I think there's a measure and the arm and a duty of care from the club to actually look after our players and make them feel safe in the Northeast. I don't think it's lost on anybody how difficult it is to get some high profile players to want to come up north. We have to make people feel safe, welcome, that they're going to have fantastic lifestyles up here. And when we have one of our best players being repeatedly targeted, something's drastically wrong. So something needs to happen with that immediately. It's beyond a joke now with that, and I really feel for his wife, his children. Honestly, you absolute fucking scumbags. It's just appalling, absolutely appalling. I want to set up like a Geordie perimeter just to help them. It's dreadful. Anyway, on to my next point, and I have to talk about it. It can't be brushed over. It's been all over the media this week. Gary Lineker's exit from Match of the Day, and of
I didn't
course,
see this one coming. Okay.
really?
Mm.
Oh, all right then. Buckle in. Alex Scott rumored to be taken over, and social media, as ever, is going absolutely berserk over it. So I just want to make my position super clear on this. I think Gary has done Gary Lineker has done a fantastic job over the past 25 years. Absolutely amazing. The banter, the kinship, that's what's important. That's what makes a show. That's probably why so many people like watching our show. It's how we bounce off each other, how we have different opinions but respect them. That's what makes something really special. Now, it's an iconic show that's so close to so many fans' hearts, and they do a cracking job at it. I'm a woman. I love to see equality, but I don't believe in tokenism. I need to make that very clear. I do not believe in tokenism. Now, the women's game is extremely different to the men's game, obviously regarding physicality specifically, but we play by the same rules. So please make sure that you're clear on that aspect. So when we're talking about the right person for the job, that has to come into consideration as well. Now, I think for me, the shit that she's received online is completely unacceptable. Whether you agree that she's the right person for the job or not, it's wrong and it's abuse. So just get off your high horse, because I can't hear you from up there anyway. It's just vile. But what really is irritating me is, why don't we have enough suitable women lined up for that job? It's quite simply because that it's been undeniably inaccessible for so long. Since the women have won that Euros, that's when doors have opened. Are we there yet? We're absolutely not. But the tide is starting to turn, and we are seeing that. But I don't like seeing somebody who's done a sterling job being criticized so heavily. And I want to remind people, she's played for Arsenal. She's been a lioness for 16 years. She's got a degree in broadcasting, but people are giving her so much shit. This isn't about her qualifications. This is about who is going to bring that show to the next level, who is going to be able to have banter and be able to make it and continue it to be the iconic show that it already is. I mean, how many people have been so fantastic, like Gabby, for one.
Well, Gabby Logan's who I would have gone for, to be honest.
Right?
If we were going to go down a woman path, then Gabby Logan. I think the problem is, Alex Scott, I think she was being sort of touted around, maybe it's about a year and a half ago, as the successor to when Gary Lineker did eventually drop out or retire or whatever he's doing. And I think that's why they put her in the Football Focus position. And I think the problem with Football Focus is it's sort of, it's not as popular as it was anymore. And
I didn't like it. I didn't like Football Focus. I'm going to say it's not because of her. I just didn't like it. I want to see someone with some charisma.
I think Football Focus has took a dive since Grandstand ended anyway. It was all part of the same thing. And I think it was a difficult tenure to take. But you know what? I mean, my personal choice would be Mark Pugash. If I was gonna say who would I like to see take over, that's not a sexist thing. That's just, I think Mark Pugash is an excellent presenter, and I think he would do the job very well. Alex Scott can do the job. There's no doubt about it. And listen, at the end of the day, it's all about just tuning in to watch the bloody football. And let's face it, Match of the Day is now, you know, it's what, 3 or 4 minutes of each game? Does it really matter who's presenting it? I'm not so sure it does.
I'd probably challenge on that. Why do people tune into us? Because we've got good banter. Because you're a good presenter, though. That's what it's about. And somebody like Gabby Logan, though, for me, she's just got it. She's got that.
Oh, absolutely.
She's got that level-headedness, but she's got some flexibility to sort of have a little bit of banter here and there. And I'm not saying again that she's the person that I'm tipping for the role or anything.
And she's a Newcastle fan.
So I'm not convinced she's got the banter level for Match of the Day, personally.
That's it. This is it.
No,
I'm not convinced Gabby Logan's got the banter level.
I don't think either of them.
If I was to throw a name in the hat, I actually have my preferred candidate, and it's none of the names you've mentioned. And this is my personal preference, and this is out of the pool of men and women. I would prefer Kate Abdo, who does the presenting with Micah Richards and Jamie Carragher and stuff.
They'll never get her.
No, I know they won't, but she's really knowledgeable about the game.
Yeah, she is.
She's a fantastic presenter. Mm-hmm. Chemistry, banter is there. She's multilingual. She's got everything in the package to be that kind of presenter. And it's not whether it's a man or a woman. She's just really, I mean, that
Golazo show that she does with Henri Carragher and Micah Richards.
It's hilarious. It's brilliant.
It's fantastic. They've got fantastic. You know what? I see them as us, if that makes any sense. They have the same sort of banter as we do, and I love watching them. I love Micah Richards. I absolutely love that guy. I think. Can you imagine just going out for a night out with Micah Richards? You would just not stop laughing. He's a funny guy. His banter is incredible, but his football knowledge is really good as well. And you know what? I'm seeing Ali McCoist's name getting mentioned in there as well. I love Ali McCoist, and I think he would have great banter with Micah Richards and Alan Shearer. I think the three of them would be brilliant. But I think it's not about gender for me. It's about finding the right person that can replicate what Match of the Day is all about. And you're right, Alex, is having that banter. And because if they lose that, and it just becomes a very boring show, it will switch people off because
as long as they pick the best candidates, like because I think Alex Scott is okay, but she's okay. Like we need somebody really good to take up the next spot. And it's not like it's the next Doctor Who. We're not looking for somebody who might grow into the role. It's a really big thing for people. This family's been watching Match of the Day for decades and decades and decades.
I think the problem Match of the Day have got
really important
is the pundits. I mean, apart from Shearer, the rest are absolutely god awful. I mean,
well, Shearer and Wright were good together,
and Richards,
Richards,
okay. But the likes of Martin Keown, Troy Deeney, I've seen recently.
I mean, who's that other one? Danny Murphy's on there.
Danny Murphy's shocking.
Dear me.
Shocking.
Danny Murphy could talk anyone.
Well, he's not as bad as the other ones, but he's not great. But Troy Deeney had a massive go at YouTubers last week. Like,
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Troy.
Italian.
How did your manager career go again?
Yeah,
not very well. You got sacked after what, like 3 weeks?
Us fans aren't allowed a voice, are we not, Troy?
No, apparently not.
Sean Stevenson, thank you for being a member for 22 months now on the channel. Thank you very much for your support. Lady Sam on Match of the Day for me all day long with you three as pundits. Great show, everyone.
Well, that's about 3 seconds, isn't we?
Well, hang on a minute. Why can't we just do what we
Speak
do
for yourself,
now?
Billy.
Why can't I host it and have these three as the pundits?
I'm the
host. You can get away with anything working for the BBC, can't you? So we just crack on as usual.
Well, that's us not getting the job, guys. But
it's not the 1970s, Pato.
Wow, Billy, behave. Oh dear. I can just imagine, and we've got a segment of Match of the Day now called "Billy will fix it for you," which would be.
You told us off, Jesus, man.
Well, I mean, you know. We balance that line very, very thinly, don't we? Right. But that's an interesting conversation, actually, Match of the Day host, because it is. I mean, look, it is just a little bit of each match, isn't it?
Uber, it was when we were. It was a goalkeeper transfer show specifically from the summer. When did we sign Nick Pope?
It was July 2022.
Wasn't it?
July 2022.
July 2022. Around then, we did a goalkeeper.
It's not there anymore. I removed it.
It will be. He's definitely not deleted that. There's no way. There's no way he's been organised enough to go and delete that. Not a chance. It's still there.
Hey,
fly, my pretties, fly. Go find it.
Fucking hell, Alex. I mean, Sam. Jesus Christ. Lucas says Laura Woods would be my pick. Laura Woods,
good, to be fair.
She's very good, absolutely. But I think I don't know. I mean,
to be completely honest, though, I mean, if we put it the other way around, gender-wise, I can't really think of any males that are that good.
Mark Pugash, Mark Chapman, Jeff Stellan. Well, Jeff's a bit.
I think Jeff Stellan's kind of. I think he's. Is he not past it? That's really unfair. But he's moved on. He's got a new job.
I've just implied, and I quickly moved on. And then
Mark Chapman, is obviously the leading front runner because of Match of the Day too.
Am I thinking of Mark Chapman or Mark Puga? I'm thinking
Mark Chapman's the guy who does Match of the Day 2 currently. So he's obviously
on ITV doing the England games.
Well, he's not too bad either, actually. So both of them could do it. But it's all about the banter. I think Sam's right.
Oh, where's it gone? Throw Micah Richards in at the deep end. I'd love that. I think that'd be fantastic. I think it'd be hilarious.
I don't think Micah would do it. And Alex, if you put one more comment up, I'll kill you. Right? This is me hosting the show. I think he gets a bit carried away.
It's the ball show, guys. Come on, God.
I do not have to take so much shit on a Friday night, mate. Honestly, I'm starting to really dislike TTR Friday. I am. I'm starting to really dislike it.
As long as I don't give it to Paddy McGuinness, like they did Question of Sport, all's good.
Oh, could you imagine Jeremy Clarkson doing Match of the Day?
Don't even talk. No.
Just imagine. Christ.
No.
Well, I mean, there's a thought. But the BBC probably wouldn't have him back because they made a big mistake when they got rid of him. No, it's not, Billy. The man's a genius.
He was punching people, man.
And you've never punched anyone before, have you?
I've not got sacked. No, at work, definitely not.
Okay, well, maybe we're very different people, Billy. Alice has just gone to change headphones. So while he's doing that, It is now time for this. And while this is on, we will be opening the lines to come on and join us live on the show.
Here's Billy.
Take it away, Billy.
Well, the past few weeks, I've been getting increasingly annoyed at a certain section of Monday morning's Sky Sports News' programming schedule, which is the famous Ref Watch. And it happens quite regularly as well. Dermot Gallagher, and I'll go back to when I was a manager of a Sunday League side, and the chairman of the club says, when you go to disciplinary meetings, whatever you do, do not criticise the referee. They will band together and stick up for each other, come what may. And it's true, they do, because Dermot Gallagher, he backs the referee on every single occasion when there's an event happening in a game. So much so that on Monday's show, two identical incidents where the referees gave different opinions on what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Dermot Gallagher agreed with both when they were kind of opposite to what the other one was. It was pathetic. And, you know, Warnock and Sue Smith were like saying, a minute ago, you were saying that about that. And now you're saying this about, and it comes out with some science. It's absolute nonsense. Referees just stick up for each other.
Was John Sinclair on the show, Billy?
Possibly. I mean, it may as well have been. It's absolute nonsense. You know, how referees kind of back each other up when they've quite clearly made obvious errors.
Yeah.
And we see it on the pitch every week, don't we? Let's be honest. We saw it with the David Coote one, West Ham, where Michael Oliver told him to look at it. It's never a penalty. Mm-hmm. As funny as it is, it's Man United, but you know, the actual kind of protection referees get these days. They need to be more accountable, and that Dermot Gallagher needs to be pensioned off somewhere because he's crap.
Right, the link to come on is pinned in the description. In the live chat. Paul Gallant thinks it's pinned in the description. It's in the live chat, Paul, pinned in there. I know you need new glasses. Please look closer. Anyway, we have a plethora of guests in the green room waiting to come on, so we'll bring them on a few at a time. There's a funny one, Peter. We've got Bill with us on phone. Bill, are you there?
I'm here.
Good lad.
Hey.
And we've also got Ryan. Oh, there it is. Look at it.
It's magnificent.
It is absolutely magnificent to behold. How are we doing, you three?
Very well, very well.
Yeah, really good.
Pete, we'll start with you. What would you like to bring up tonight? But just before you do, Brian Quinn, thank you for your super chat. He wants Ezzy Izzard for Match of the Day host.
Class selection. Yes.
That would be a very interesting host, wouldn't it? Go on, Pete.
This Sunday, the women's game at St James's Park. Cannot wait. I'll be there as well. And yes, really, really looking forward. Hopefully we get a good crowd as well. Yeah. And also congratulations to Alicia Body for picking up the Jack Hickson Trophy for Tyne's most promising youngster. Very well done.
Sam, very good award for young Alicia to win.
Absolutely class. I posted it on X earlier about the announcement. Absolutely fabulous. But it was so fascinating to actually see how many youngsters from so many different sports are coming out of the Northeast now. And this is when it comes down to investment. But for our Alicia, the recognition that she probably deserves. I can genuinely see her as a future Lioness, and she's so young, so talented. The quality that she has, absolutely tremendous. So yeah, couldn't agree with you more, Pete. Couldn't agree with you more, and so excited for the weekend. See you there. Yeah.
Yes.
Bill, what would you like to bring up tonight?
Well, I'm amazed no one's thought about getting Big Al for match of the day. I reckon he'd really sort that show out properly.
You think he'd be a good presenter?
Yeah, because he wouldn't take fools lightly, but he'd join in with the banter. In fact, I think the only person he couldn't handle is Lady Sam when it's a full moon and she's tanked.
I mean,
Bill, you get a bit cheeky for my liking.
You really need to listen to my TTR Friday song that I sent in to Paul. You'd stop speaking to me, I think.
I'm following you on Spotify.
My goodness.
I'm like following them. I love it.
Have you listened to the TTR Friday song?
I haven't yet. I will brace myself.
You are mentioned, as is Paul and Billy and Alex. You all get a mention. Peter, you're mentioned as well.
Oof.
Yeah.
Now you've got to do a song about Ryan because you've left him on his own down there.
Ryan, I'm sorry you're not in that song. I'll have to make a new one, but I think everybody's sick of my songs now anyway.
Like he's either very unimpressed with that or he's frozen because he's not.
He's frozen and Ryan.
Are you there, Ryan?
Is that Lord Lucan's criminal shot?
I don't know where Ryan is.
I do have a rebuttal for Bill's point about Alan Shearer, by the way, on Match of the Day. I would prefer he remained as a pundit because I prefer getting more analysis out of him. I prefer him doing more talking about the football. Whereas if he was hosting, he would have to take a bit of a step back away from that. And I
agree.
Really like his kind of analysis. And
that's a fair shout.
Interesting. Well, speaking of weird people, we got Jimmy with us. Coot stole my satchel. Or your stash. Oh, God. How did you? Good evening.
Welcome, lads.
Oh, he stood up and walked off. He's buggered off.
Was it something you said?
How did you hear on the screen?
I'm back.
Hey!
They call me Slim.
Dear me.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Back again.
I never left.
Have you been drinking
What's
tonight,
up?
haven't you?
Tell a friend.
Do you know what?
Why do you like guests turn to alcoholism?
I don't know. It's becoming an ongoing trend.
The Pete lifts it up as well as to say that.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
everyone.
Yeah. By the way, I thought we were going to get the legend that was Gallant on tonight, but well, I mean, he's obviously gone to sing a song.
Bottled out. He's bottled out, hasn't he?
It looks like it. Yeah, it does.
I would love to have him on. I think it'd be really fascinating.
Why?
I'm with Sam. I think it'd be fantastic if he came up.
What's his crack? I think constantly firing shots at this channel for no reason. Some very apparent misconceptions of the truth. Absolutely, I'm firing warning shots here.
This is
if you've got
the
something to
equivalent
say,
of
unfortunately, we don't have a cavalry division, unfortunately. So
don't need it. You've got me. Bring them on. Bring them on. Like I want to hear it.
I'm sure he's desperate to get on now, Sam.
Please do.
I mean, you could hire me like I'm Indian.
Yes.
What's that got to do with the price of sauce?
You're taking a diversity box. Love that.
Well, that's fair enough. Jimmy, how's life in Atlanta?
Cold.
Oh,
cold
dear
today.
me. Well, listen, it's not that cold compared to what it is over here. We're getting snow next week, man.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Let me just check to see if it's still forecast because I do believe it is. Indeed, Monday and Tuesday it's going to snow. 80% chance of snow on Monday and Tuesday.
Fantastic.
I would love to have snow here.
Do you not get snow in Atlanta in the winter?
You know, we get ice storms for some reason.
No, you've always got to get one better, haven't you? You've always got to take it up a level. Gentle snow. No, we get an ice storm. Balls of ice smashed out.
Is that not just hailing?
People, hit them in the head, guys. I don't know what to do.
It's hail. It's just hailstones.
It's a little
isn't
bit
it?
of
You just
hail,
made
is
it-
what
Oh,
you're saying,
no.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a solid like inch of ice on the roads. It sucks.
We get ice on the road.
Well,
We
you
get that. We get
ice-
ice about in July.
You get
Absolutely.
ice in the fucking summer. You're used. These rednecks here don't know how to drive in damn
Well,
ice.
I've got to be honest. I'm feeling for Jimmy at the minute because when he gets those ice storms, how's he going to drive that red Ferrari around?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I have a driver.
he's got a driver. That actually,
Jimmy.
wouldn't surprise me. Jimmy, if I ever come over to Atlanta, I just know for a fact that I will get off the plane at the airport, come to arrivals, and somebody will be standing there saying my name or a board with my name, and he will lead me out to a red Ferrari where you're sitting in the back smoking a big Cuban. That's the image I have.
It won't.
Like
It
the
won't be a
Godfather.
It won't be a Cuban. Trust me.
Yeah.
Please, can you follow us, Mr. Ditchburn, this way?
Yes, indeed. Anyway, oh look, Tash is back. Ryan, when are you going to get a decent internet connection?
It's always been good. It's just this hotel internet's garbage.
Well, is that the
Are you
STD
jet
hotel
setting
you've got to
again?
stay at? No, he's got an STD.
Oh.
He's not allowed to out. He's not allowed out the hotel because he,
Oh.
the Taiwanese woman that he went with.
Oh no. Is that
That's not what they call people from Thailand, by the way, Paul. They're Thai, not Taiwanese is Taiwan.
Apparently, the only food he's eating is pizza. That's the only thing that can slide under the door.
It looks like the room Coot was in.
Jimmy,
Oh, no.
behave. We are not making assumptions about that. Ryan, what would you like to say tonight, my friend?
Yeah, it's more about the players just like complaining about how much games there are. Like I think David Ray is the most recent one. I'm a bit two-sided about it. So yes, they're not robots, but also that there's a lot of games being played now because these football agents and football players are demanding a stupid amount of money from football clubs before they sign. And these football clubs, UEFA, they got to try to make more money because they're paying these players out so much. And these players have enough money. If they're complaining about game time, like, why don't just retire? Like, Messi and Ronaldo never complained about game time, or not game time, the amount of games there are before.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just one last thing about burglary. I completely don't agree with it, of course, but why is it still happening? We've seen Benzema get robbed, Joao Cancelo, and now this. Like, why is there no security at these footballers' places now? Like, it's a bit of a joke, to be honest.
It's been going on for years, hasn't it? I mean, Steven Gerrard got done, didn't he, years ago?
Yeah.
When he was at European.
Well, I think I'm
Champions
learning
League.
today with you guys that the police doesn't sound like there's enough in the UK, I guess. Like, I don't know about that, but just generally, like, the higher security an agency, like, all these YouTubers have them nowadays. Like, why can't footballers have them?
By the way, Mason's put a comment in the chat. I know Chippers is in the green room. It's a very interesting. Yeah.
Oh, that's verging on the ridiculous.
Oh,
About Ryan's point, though, can I just mention what Ryan said about game time?
Yeah.
To be fair, Ryan, though, I think Messi and Ronaldo were kind of outliers. They always will be. They're alien. The most recent Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, complained about game time, and quite soon after, his ACL went bang. So
It's the flip side of it
is a
also, where I
problem.
feel like you got to allow clubs to spend whatever money they want so that they can be equipped enough to deal with injuries and rotate enough.
Or at the same
so
time,
I'm
we could
pretty-
stop playing Club World Cups that don't mean anything because they want to have Tigres versus Chelsea at Christmas.
Yeah, I guess
like, we don't
it
care about
depends on
that.
it depends on the context of how the player forms. Like if they're talking about club football games, then yeah, I don't
It's
know.
Club
but,
World
like,
Cup
all the-
specifically. It's irrelevant. Like Chelsea are in the Club World Cup, Right? Can everybody who here watches football clearly? Where have Chelsea finished in the Premier League in the last few seasons?
No
even
higher than six, is it?
Why are they in the Club World Cup? Why are they in the Club World Cup? It's because of a random set of coefficient rules written by nonsense.
Oh yeah, Inter Miami's in the Club World Cup, and we've got the worst team in the playoffs, and just knocked them out.
But that was even worse, and I did that on a previous TTR Friday on a Shame by Stato. Is they did not disclose which MLS competition would get you the Club World Cup spot. They waited until Inter Miami won a competition and went, "Oh my God, it was that one! Well done!" Just so Messi could be in it. It's complete. It's a hoax. It's ridiculous.
It's not even a competition. It's the best regular season record.
Yeah,
it's a cool idea, but it needs disbanding.
Billy, our old friend Elaine's back.
Hello, Elaine.
So I'm going to let you answer this comment. You were just talking among yourselves. Are you watching the comments below you?
Yes.
Billy, would you like to explain to Elaine what a fan forum is and how many comments actually come through on these shows?
Yes, we have thousands of comments, Elaine, unfortunately, so we can't read them all out. We do read the odd one out, of course. And if you want your comment to be read out, then the super chat's the way to go. But fans forum are basically us lot talking amongst each other, and you lot just commenting on it.
Yeah.
Thanks for your kind of,
the chat, the live chat is for not just us to interact, but you guys as viewers to interact with yourselves as well. That's why TTR is a big family community, because people also comment in the chat amongst themselves. It's very difficult to put. If we were to go through every single comment that comes through on this show, we would just spend an hour reading comments out. And I'm sure that is not a very sort of a good show for the viewers.
Apparently, Julie J's dealt with her.
Okay. I'm getting a bit annoyed with her comments. I mean, either that or she's just, talking stupid.
I'm going to take a wild stab at that and say her real name isn't Elaine Slater.
No. Who do you think it might be, Billy?
It could be anybody, but it's definitely not Elaine Slater.
Cat Slater.
Yeah. Cat Slater, yeah.
See you, Slater.
Right, Peter, thanks for joining us, mate. I'm not sure. I think Peter's camera's frozen.
Yes, it's thrown a wobbler. It has.
Yeah, you look like you're staring at a page 3 girl, matey. Have a good weekend, mate, and speak soon.
You as well.
All right, take care, bud. Just glancing there. We've also. What the hell's going on in the Diddy
Oh, I enjoyed that.
I think it's just an Apple thing where if we do this, then we get.
Why aren't I getting that?
Where are the balloons?
Oh.
And there's this also, just so you know. Yeah.
You bring something excellent every time.
Something's popped
Love
up.
that. Oh,
Can't
Billy.
help it.
That's what happens when Billy and balloons get together.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
I'm thinking about the word up. The film up, I should say.
Yes.
I have a question for Stato.
Uh-oh.
Go on. Hit it.
How many Newcastle United players had international duty this go around?
Without looking online, Alex.
You had Anthony Gordon, Lewis Hall, Tina Livramento, Lewis Miley got called up for the U21s. You had Leo Shahar for the U18s with Trevan Sanusi, and I think that's everyone.
Vlachodimos.
Vlachodimos for Greece as well. Okay, I'm just thinking of England. Vlachodimos.
No.
Bruno for Brazil.
Yeah.
Miggy for Paraguay. Obviously, who, by the way, they just beat Argentina, so well done, Miggy.
That's not difficult these days.
And I think that's everyone. Kraft is injured. Oh, Alexander Isak for Sweden.
Sandro.
Yep, you left
Sandro
out.
for Italy. Yeah, there you go.
You left out one.
Oh.
Well, okay, hang on a minute. I mean, is Dubravka still injured? It's not him.
No, we're not talking about.
Dubravka is playing international, by the way.
Hang on.
Why do I feel like Jimmy's pre-planned this just to test Stato and it's going
Hang
to
on a
drive
second.
him insane?
Dubravka is playing for Slovakia, by the way.
Who've I missed?
He got his first cap for Jamaica last night.
Isaac Hayden. Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean, we called that on this channel, didn't we? We called that as soon as we spotted that. We said that he was going to call up Isaac Hayden.
Oh, 4 fouls. That's his only contribution last night. He was horrible.
Oh dear, I didn't see
Steve
it.
McClellan would like that, though. Steve McClellan would like that.
Jimmy, is that a police helicopter flying over your house again? Are you doing naughty things to squirrels?
Yeah, my plant's out in the back.
Ah, what, your big plant growery. Growery? Is that even in a word?
No.
Orchard.
Let's go for orchard.
I'm actually going to go and have a look. I want to go and watch this Jamaica game now. I'm so curious.
By the way, if Foxy's saying that Bruno had a nightmare against Venezuela.
Oh dear.
But Miggy had a masterclass.
Yeah, apparently he did really, really well against Argentina.
He can't smile any bigger than he does.
Oh no, USA beat Jamaica 1-0. Oh dear.
Bill.
On the absolute worst pitch. There was the slowest pitch ever, which killed the Jamaican speed. I mean,
they've got Demarari Gray and Leon Bailey on the wings, and then they brought on Isaac Hayden at halftime.
I mean, they're a desperate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got some good players. They've got Mason Holgate, which I mean, he's not fantastic, but he's not bad for Jamaica side. He did get sent off, yeah. Well done. Don't know how he managed that.
Ball Geordie says to Elaine, I agree with you. This comment about mourning about this comment not being read out is just rude by TTR. How dare the TTR not waste their show with mourning keyboard warriors? Quality from Ball Geordie as usual. John, welcome to the show. You look like you're in prison.
No, I'm in the room. I'm in Gosforth tonight.
Yeah.
Good man.
He's back in the UK and the Northeast peeps. Yes.
Yes, he is. Are you heading to the women's game on Sunday, John?
Definitely.
Good man.
Yeah, I went and had a wander around the stack and the shop this afternoon.
And what did you think? Yeah.
The stack was pretty impressive. It was quite busy. The shop was pretty quiet, and I was a bit disappointed with some of the stock levels there. Bit limited.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about the shop, and I've heard some not so good things about it. But I guess with a club store, you're not going to really, get that buzz from everybody, are you? It's going to be a very different, different taste, and I guess you can't please everybody.
They reckon they'll have a lot more stock in before Christmas.
Well, I should bloody hope so. They'll make absolute fortune.
I think we're hearing this though. Like, there's an issue with like size and availability throughout like all of the kits which have come on sale as well. Like, they're trying to branch out and do different novelty products, but actually, what the fans want is probably like the kit wear, and we're probably not seeing that. So it's probably echoed in what you're saying there, John.
Yeah.
Very quick answer. Aditya, do you prefer being called Aditya or Joshi?
So Aditya is my first name and Zoshi is my last name. So
no
you can call me Aditya.
Joshi. What do you like though? What do you like to be called?
John.
Aditya is fine, but you can call me Adi. Adi is okay. I think you guys will find that.
I thought you said daddy then, to be fair.
I'll call you daddy.
I mean, I like that, wouldn't I? I would like that, wouldn't I?
Just call me daddy, baby.
Mr. Joshi.
What are you drinking tonight, Alex? And can I have some?
It is Tiskie. It is
beer
from Poland.
Oh, there's a surprise, isn't it?
I think I've had that, Alex, actually. It's good.
I'll definitely have
you
that.
and your annoying shoulders have had everything.
There's the shoulders again. Oh, she's run out of champagne now. We're on the red. What we got? Bordeaux?
Yeah. Penis Grigio?
Maybe later.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, dear.
Oh, me dad's on. I'm sorry, Dad.
Jesus. Yes, Belly, I can remember him. Good lad as well, he was. Anyway, Aditya, Joshy, Addy, whatever you want to be called, Daddy. Have you been watching the England game? Or do you watch the England games or not?
No, I don't. Not really. I don't follow much international football. But I've heard that you guys have a problem with the manager right now, where Tuchel is supposed to be.
Yeah, we don't have one. We've got an interim.
He hasn't really come in, so I'm confused.
He's coming in January.
Yeah, that's really confusing for me right now.
Do you know what? I'm going to get a
why
picture.
is he coming in January?
Because they gave Carsley a contract to go through these international breaks. So to get Tuchel in sooner. Yeah, I'm here.
It's just his voice appears from nowhere. It's like,
but the FA wouldn't want to have to pay off Carsley's contract because they don't have any money because they're always fighting lawsuits.
Yeah, plus the fact that Lee Carsley's a cockwomble. But never mind. Anyway, Ryan, how long have you got the face furniture for now?
The end of the month till November's done. It's shorter too. I trimmed it. So it looks a lot more clean.
I think it makes you look distinguished. You should keep it.
She's drunk.
You're not wrong, Jimmy. You're not.
You've got to touch the Errol Flynn's about him, hasn't he, Sam?
Enjoying it. I enjoy a bit of face furniture. Absolutely.
It's the flannel shirt as well, though, isn't it? He does look like he owns
many
an
ways
axe.
you could go with that comment, and I'm surprised Billy hasn't. But you know, Jimmy, what do you think of the story of Mr. Coote?
I mean, it was a slow week, news week.
Yeah.
I mean, at least, I don't have to hear about useless friend or international games. This was kind of juicy. I enjoyed it. The fact that the dollar bill showed up just means that, our currency is worth a little bit. I mean, using that dollar bill to get the job done.
It's worth even more with white powder all over it.
Yeah, but I'm going to come and defend him because he had some really bad advice. He knew they were going to make a video and he didn't know what to say. So his mate said, just do a couple of lines. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we went wrong.
He looked high as a kite
And now
for
the
that as well.
latest stuff about calling up referees at halftime to, organize parties or getting the deal, getting everything ready for after the game.
The Spurs v Man City pre-match
get
together. That was a bit weird, wasn't it?
The pre-match.
Yeah.
Basically,
the thing is, we've seen him in pictures with Manchester United shirts on. Did his training in Manchester. He declared himself as a Notts County supporter. So therefore, allowing him to referee Man United, which he did against us in the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
But there weren't any contentious decisions really in that game. Like, we lost that game.
Yeah, we
did, but it's still not fair, is it?
No, it's not. We've got a super chat in from Aaron Taylor. Thank you, Aaron. There once was a ref called Dave Coote who got caught on a vid sniffing toot. He had the front to call Klopp a cunt, and now he's been given the boot. Thank you for that lovely little Friday night.
Poem that was.
Pamez.
Oh, you just reminded me. Sam, what's a Geordie perimeter?
Like us Geordies getting together,
just chains together.
Absolutely, piss off all of you thieving Mackham bastards, and we will absolutely have yous on toast if you're coming around our way. I'm not having it. I'm so upset that because this disrupts a player's life. This is the work-life balance. This is very important. He's a family man. We need to take this into consideration. I think you made a great point earlier. PIF need to consider some type of security. This should be part of contracts. I live in a bungalow in Burtley, for God's sake, and I've got response team Like with mine, I've got police and private security at my
And
home,
pugs.
and I'm nothing.
I'll vouch that
Not rocket
the
science.
pugs strike fear into you.
Absolutely.
When you knock on Sam's door, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's just because you're on house arrest for the DUI.
The champagne
Jimmy-
and red wine mixed together.
Jimmy, you are brutal, but I love you.
Yeah.
And you're
You know,
correct.
it's pretty crazy because, like, India is so, like, there's so many people in India, and the density of the number of people that live in like smaller areas is so large, and this wouldn't happen here. Even in India, this wouldn't happen. And if this happened in India, like if somebody got burgled, you would catch the guys in like a day. Like just like that, you would catch the guy. It's so surprising. It sounds like I'm so surprised you haven't caught the guys yet. It's
But
crazy.
you know what, Daddy? For me,
Oh.
this is a.
Did you just wink?
I did. And
Yes,
called him
She
Daddy.
did. She winked and said "Daddy" at the same time.
Now I can finally die at
Somebody
peace.
cut her
Now,
off.
I'm
That's
done.
it.
I got you.
She said,
I
"Come
got
you.
over." She said, "Come over and let her, see."
Jimmy!
Ian, come and take the
Stop.
corkscrew away.
Stop it. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh my god, I've done it again. I've lost my train of thought. Right, what was I saying? Private security. Yes. Okay. So for me, the issue is that we are not taking appropriate precautions because these people are on social media. They're not just playing a game in front of a stadium of fans. They are all over the television, televised, social media. We can, and we made a good point earlier, we can actually see where they're going away on holiday. Like this is like, according to ADT security, this is one of the number one ways that people actually know when to target your home when you are out of the country. But this is a repeated attack on Joe Linton. Like I don't know whether his home is particularly vulnerable because it's in a large space of area. There's so many factors to consider. But this is the type of stuff which is somebody going to second guess, am I in the right area? Because my family's at risk now. And I absolutely hate that for somebody who is given so much to the club, who's had such an arc of transition within their own game.
Sam, you do
It's
come
really
up with some
disappointing.
absolute classic cliches. Arcs of ambition. I mean, incredible stuff. By the
trying
way,
to say something.
The rumours are, though, it's not a northeast gang per se. It's a countrywide gang.
it's
doing it all
countrywide
over the
gang.
country.
Yeah, they're targeting. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, as John says there, Ben Stokes got done recently as well.
Yeah, I did. By the way, Trevor says Sam saying "Daddy" is now my ringtone. Dear God. Right. We are going to have to say goodbye to our forum members. It is time to wrap up with, of course, we'll have a story from Billy in just a moment.
There will be, by the way, after
Billy,
PD
you need to
Starbucks
think
done.
of one, mate, because people...
We're well over the top now.
No,
Well, we'll give him a chance.
No, people rely on you. What do you want to say, Alex?
Well, after PD's finished, we will be in the TTR Tavern in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure you check out the Toon Review on Discord. Make sure you go and check out the Toon Review, Billy, me, Sam, all on Twitter as well, and Mamaroo Records, everything in the description. Go and have a look at all of it.
I will put the Discord in the chat right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the Discord is TTR Tavern. Is a few of us will jump into Discord to have a little chat off air after the show.
Oh, and by the way, I received my record from Mamaroo's. It's absolutely effing epic. It's
What did you get?
epic.
What did you get?
Faith
No More and Epic. I remember now.
Faith No More epic.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to do that, but it's absolutely mint. Like
great
the
album.
store,
Great album.
the store is massive, but I had to have that album. It's like a special edition. Like, but the online store's got some really niche stuff. So please do go and
Yeah,
check
they
it
have.
out. Like CDs, vinyl, class, love it. Northeast,
Brilliant.
yes.
It's an epic album as well.
Steve
It is,
is,
you're right.
yeah, Steve's a top guy as well. So if you're in Whitley Bay, go and pay him a visit in person. He's fantastic. Listen, guys, Jimmy, thank you. Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
Addy the Daddy, we will see you next week, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, you take care of that face furniture, mate. Your lady tickler. And John, hopefully you'll be out of prison next week to talk a bit more.
Okay.
Paul, Sorry, Paul, just before I go, 2 seconds. If we, at the risk of being banned from the channel, we've got a Lady Sam. Is it not time we had a Lord Charles?
No.
You silly ass.
You silly ass.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Alex. I love you, man.
Wow.
You silly ass.
We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you for coming
Bye.
on.
Ta-da.
Good night, fellas and lasses and everyone else and mustachios and everything.
Absolutely brilliant as usual. Brilliant. Some of the guys that come on now are just, I mean, Addy is just.
I love him.
Oh,
I love him.
He's incredible, and Ryan's a great lad as well. And Bill, you know, he's new to coming on now. He's got his people get a bit of confidence, don't they? Once they've made the first appearance, they're on after that, and they're all absolutely.
But all so valuable. Nobody's got like shit crack. Like the guy in the bath, Ian Bell, was like, "What? Like, please come on next time with your clothes on and deliver something for us, not your penis. Like, give us some good crack." Exhibit A, what you've just watched.
Not your penis, good crap.
Not your penis.
Has any? I mean, what do you say to that? Has I can't get my words out now, Billy. You've trumped me again. I have no idea what I was going to say. Absolutely none. It's gone. Completely gone.
When you say I ruin your outros, Paul, honestly.
Well, I mean, Billy, are you sure you don't have a story?
Positive. I can't think of one. I wasn't going to come on tonight, but
Oh,
we can
I'm
let
so
Sam have a go
pleased
if
you
you
did,
want.
though. Oh,
What's the
fuck
worst that
me.
could happen?
Please. Oh,
Billy, you must have one up your
go on,
sleeve.
Eds. Roll the fucking stupid, fucking not stupid. It's very good. Actually.
Excuse me, people went to a lot of effort to do that.
Yes.
Sam, we had to hire Sam for a day.
Yes, Sam's fantastic voice. Yes, let's hear that.
And
Thank
I've
Well, I think of
bloody
something
annoying
sharpish.
shoulders. You know. Anyway, here we go. Oh, guys, I can't find it. Hang on. Oh, I'm in the wrong.
TTR people.
Oh, we are
TTR.
so professional. Here you go.
Get it.
It's that time in the TTR show to sit back and relax and let the laughter flow. Billy's here to regale us with another tale.
Now, Billy, it doesn't have to be a joke, a story. You can come out with a joke, you know, just to get people laughing.
They're all freaking jokes. Ain't all real. None of them are.
Don't spoil the magic, Billy.
Hope not.
Go on, Billy, take it away.
Dear me. Right, let's see if this one works. Many moons ago, I'm going back maybe 15, 20 years. Not as far as we usually go, but while I was married, I decided to treat my wife to a weekend away in a country house with butler and kitchen staff and all that stuff, so she could kind of have a nice, relaxing weekend. Unfortunately for her, she got ill the day we were about to go. So rather than cancel it and waste all the money, I decided to go on my own, which kind of defeated the object because she was left with 2 kids and etc. And had to kind of look after them while I was in this country house being waited on hand and foot. Horrible thing to do, but did it. So I get to this country house in the Derbyshire countryside. Wonderful place, massive, really isolated. And I was met by the butler, who opened the door and said, "Welcome, William. Just call me Billy. And what do I call you?" He said, "Well, I'm the butler, and you call me Waddle. That's my surname, and that's what you will address me as." "Oh, okay." He says, "Whatever you want, I'll be at your beck and call." Fantastic, love it. He said, "I'll just take your coat. I'll take your cases up to your room, and I'll get you something to drink when you come down." I said, "Fantastic, brilliant." So he did. He sorted me out. TV on. Sky Sports, all this stuff, hand and foot, beers, wines, whatever you wanted, I had it. And then he came in later, said, "Right, dinner was being served, Billy. Thank you, Waddle. I shall attend the dining rooms forthwith." And it was a massive kind of banquet, which should have been for two of us, but only me there. So I ate myself to my heart's content. I also had lots of drinks again. And the butler said, "Anything else this evening, sir?" I said, "Well, you could run me a bath, Waddle. That'll be the final thing before I retire." He said, "Oh, I shall do that for you." And he showed me the bathroom, dressing gown, towels, everything was laid out. He said, "Will that be all for this evening, Billy?" I said, "Yes, thank you, Waddle. You've been an absolute godsend. Thank you very much." So I got into the bath. And 3 minutes later, there's a knock at the door. And in walked the butler with a hot water bottle. I said, "What the hell? What?" I said, "You could retire for the evening. You know, I didn't want anything else." "So you must have farted then." I said, "Beg your pardon?" He said, "You must have farted, Billy." I said, What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, when you said I could go, then I heard a load of bubbles come up. And you say, 'What about a hot water bottle, Waddle?'"
Oh my God. Oh dear.
Did I actually say you'd bring me a hot water bottle? I didn't, did I? That's what you get when you don't really rehearse.
It's not going in the Christmas cracker. The TTR Christmas cracker's ruined now, buddy. We need another one.
Oh dear. By the way, I'm glad that the chat have noticed how Sam sort of descends into complete lunacy over the course of the TTR Friday show.
Like a dial, we could probably develop one.
Yeah.
It does get worse.
It starts off on normal and goes to absolutely canned. I don't give a shit anymore. It's class. But listen, guys, thank you very much for tuning. Oh, just got a late super chat from John. John Adams. A win for the Lasses Sunday. I believe they're unbeaten at St James's Park to date. Hopefully, see some of you there.
Yes.
Absolutely. He said more in that than he did when he was on the show.
Incidentally, is anyone staying up for the Tyson Jake Paul fight tonight?
Yes.
It won't
Is it
start
tonight, is it?
It's not due to start at 4 in the morning over here, by the way, guys.
Oh, you're joking. Oh.
Katie Taylor before and Serrano. That's going to be a hell of a scrap.
Yeah, but
I do kind of want to watch that. I want to watch Tyson absolutely murder Jake Paul.
So do I. It's not going to happen, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I think it will. I think Tyson's looking very sharp.
He does look very sharp. Looks very, very. But there's no value.
Very old.
If he beats Jake Paul, where does he go from there?
I think he just wants to beat him. I think he just wants to beat Jake Paul and just.
I hope he does. I hope he knocks him out. I hope he really does.
Just about him, I believe that the world has descended into a future reality that I don't want to be a part of if Jake Paul, a YouTuber, wins for his absolute lunacy and shite that he's been putting out over the years to be a legend like Mike Tyson. I hope he knocks that absolute
out.
I mean, could you imagine boxing matches with you, the two YouTubers? I mean, Jesus. Anyway,
I'll put myself up for Paul Gallant.
That's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much.
By the way, it's Julie J. It's not pay-per-view. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, which is still pay-per-view, Billy, because you're still paying for Netflix.
That's true.
But I know where you get that. It isn't on. It's not the old box office and pay 24 quid for it. It's part of your Netflix subscription. Anyway, that is it now. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, guys. Thank you for your super chats, memberships, and of course, mods. Thank you very much. Fan Forum people, you were superb again tonight. Thank you very much for joining us live on the show. Shame on Gallant for not coming on and facing Lady Sam. Next week, Paul, you get yourself on here and you have a face off with Lady Sam. But thank you to Stato, to Billy, and of course to Lady Sam. We do have the England game on Sunday afternoon for you. We start at 4:45 with a 5 o'clock kickoff for live commentary of that game. And if there is any Toon news over the weekend, we will bring it to you here on the Toon Review. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and we'll see you all very soon. Take care.
Come on, the Three Lions.
Come back and check out some green.